Caramel or caramel?
Hey.
You should see me out.
It should be going live now, everybody. Welcome, everyone, to BigGunner81 Live, presented by Applied Arsenal Finishes, BAT Arms LLC at batarms.com, Eggleston Munitions, and of course, the range at 355. So tonight we got kind of a good show, I hope, lined up here. We'll see how it all goes. Maybe turn into a train wreck. You never know.
It's going to be an awesome show, dude.
So if I can get to stop screen sharing, there we go. Welcome, everybody. So tonight we got in the house with us some awesome people, of course. We've got James Yeager in the house. Thanks for joining in here, James. We've got Jonas Hagos from Civilian Force Arms, if I can pronounce it properly, and Ernest as well from Civilian Force Arms. And not last but not least, Pete from the Range 35. Welcome, everybody. Now, Pete just froze up from my screen.
I'm looks like I'm okay here, Rick.
Cool. Back with us. Awesome. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in tonight. So where do we start? So, James, what are you up to right now exactly? It looks like you're on the road.
Well, I got a cut on my neck.
Oh, damn.
And I don't know if you can hear that.
Yeah.
It's a bullet fragments that were cut out of my neck today. They've been in there since 1999.
Whoa.
So why were they taken out just today?
I didn't even know they were in there. I caught a ricochet in a SWAT school, and my neck was bleeding. I didn't even know there was anything in there. And then in 2004, I was in a rocket attack in Baghdad, and also got an injury on my neck. So at first, I didn't know which one it was. And then copper started coming out, and they don't make rockets out of copper. So, but it started a lump started kind of coming out of my neck like a abscess, and one of my YouTube watchers is a plastic surgeon. I'm actually in Bastrop, Texas right now. He has a practice over in Austin. He said, "Hey man, come down. I'll cut that thing out." So the magic of YouTube.
Wow. Nice. Interesting. So yeah, by the way, thank you for we were at NRA show. We got a chance to actually catch up with you there and do a little short interview type thing. That was kind of fun. You know,
I never turn anybody down. It's funny when I go to shows, a guy will walk up and want to meet me, and I'll see a camera and I'll say, "Won't we do a video?" And they all go, "Well, I have 10 subscribers or whatever." And I don't care, man. Like you got a camera, turn that damn thing on and let's do this, you know?
I know. I was just like, hey, that's why I get a picture with you. And you're like, hey, why don't you just do an interview? You got a camera, you know? So exactly how that went. And thank you for inviting me to a class too. I'm looking forward to maybe doing that at some point here. Speaking of which,
get off your ass.
What's that?
Get off your ass.
Yes, exactly. So here's my question too. Speaking of that, I'm going to start this one out with this question that's on my mind, because when I started my channel, my idea for this channel was to kind of be able to do reviews and things on tactical gear and shooting gear and stuff for bigger guys. So when it comes to these classes with tactical type stuff, you know, do your classes, do they basically how do I explain it? For somebody who maybe, yeah, can fat people participate?
Yeah, we have all kinds of people. I mean, unfortunately, because of the war in Iraq and Afghanistan, we've become experts on training people with all types of physical issues over the years and stuff like that. And and if we want to talk about, if we want to use the cliche term weapon system, you are part of the weapon system, and so you should do something about that. And it's not me trying to be mean or whatever. Just, you know, if there's a problem, fix it.
Right. Got it. It's a good point. By the way, I'm looking at.
Sorry, we have fat people all the time. We'll get you through it.
Awesome. So that's like something I wanted to ask for myself, and also for other people out there watching that are curious about doing that kind of stuff, you know. People wonder what their limitations are, not just physically, but the limitations as far as participation, you know. By the way, we also do have the live feed going out on YouTube here. People can ask questions live. We're taking a look at them and stuff, you know, some of the comments. Steve Janis said, rub some dirt on that with your wound from your fragments there. And
I got some of this, whatever that is, to rub on it.
Another question that we had too was, and I don't know, and again, if this is up to you if you want to answer and whatnot, but one of the questions was if you were on good terms with Reed and so forth. I guess Reed Heinrich.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Okay, I'm mispronouncing his name, but whatever. All right. So let's see what else we got. Just checking out here, see if we have any other questions coming in yet. Pete, you got anything you want to ask too? You can jump in anytime you want.
I certainly will. I'm checking out some of the hellos and all that on Facebook here. Not Facebook, YouTube.
Yeah, it's nice that we actually have a little bit of pace too to change up with this, with doing a little bit of tactical discussion too, because lately we've been on a kick for competition type things, and
Yeah.
with
Hey,
this,
James,
I like to kind of offer a mix.
James, I saw you had Hillary and Trump there with you today for the surgery.
Yeah, it was, those are like stress balls for, people that get in pain. And I didn't have any pain, but I just squeezed her head anyway. So.
Yeah, because he looked pretty pristine when I saw his. His hair looked good.
The doc said it's just an informal thing, but he's going to measure their heads right before the ballots are counted to see which one he thinks is going to win.
Yeah, that was, and by the way, maybe it was the squeezing, but that's about the best I've seen of her. So maybe Doc could have gave a freebie on that one too. Rick, you locked up there for a second.
Oh, I apologize. My mic got muted. Speaking of this coming year and everything, what do you think is going to be going on, James? After this election? Yeah?
A shitstorm. Like, first off, I'm disappointed in all the people that say the election is decided and stuff like that. That disappoints me. But regardless, if she wins from the night of that election till after January, you won't see the civilian force arms guys again. They're going to be busy in their workshop, and they will not come up for air for months. It's just inevitable that as soon as she's elected, every magazine, every rifle, every round of ammunition is just going to evaporate.
Well, you just said as soon as she's elected, so you're guessing that's what's going to happen?
No, that's not what I said. I said if.
So no, I agree with you. In fact, that with my AR-15 project I'm working on now, the 50 states of AR-15, where I'm building a rifle for every single state, I can see that where these companies are getting very, very busy right now, even as things are ramping up. And I know, Jonas, you could probably chime in on that too as well from what you've been seeing.
Hey, we've been trying to dig ourselves from this hole. I don't think she'll win, but how can I say this? This is my personal opinion. We all know they're cheating. We know we got 1 million plus dead people voting. I'm sure all those illegal immigrants that have come to this country are going to find their way to the ballot box. So with that being said, I've actually voted early, and I didn't vote for her.
Right on.
If she wins, I hate to say, I'm hoping he wins. I'm not the biggest fan of Trump, but I think he's got a good chance with him. But if she wins, yeah, me or Ernest, we're going to be busy. And Pete, you're going to sell anything that goes boom. And James, you're going to be busy doing lots of videos. And
lots of training.
Yeah, we're already busy.
Well, actually, no. Because when people spend their money on guns, not only do they not have money for training, that also the ammo goes way up and the ammo gets hard to get. So actually, the training suffers horribly during those times.
Oh, that's a good point.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought about that. It makes a lot of sense, though.
We're seeing signs that the our business isn't not to where it's going to be in the next couple of weeks, month. But we're seeing signs that there's runs on things already. And we've got people, non-traditional gun owners that are coming in with a their pistol right now is a Buck Mark 22, saying, "Hey, what about this AR-15 for home defense? You know, I think I need an AR-15." So it's about to happen.
Well, it's been happening for about 10 years.
I mean, James, in a real acute fashion here in the very near future.
So we got a question too, a little bit here from our friends over at gunchannels.com. One of the questions was basically for James that, knowing that you've seen a lot of different students, what advice, if any, do you have to give people that maybe are just getting started with firearms and training, and what has been effective for students to budget and schedule for the basics that they need to get started?
That's a huge question.
Right.
What I would tell anybody is, this is counterintuitive, but before you buy anything, go take a class. Like usually most every reputable school's got guns you can borrow and stuff like that. And then when you go to actually buy a gun, you can make a more informed decision. You can be a more educated buyer. And hardly anybody ever listens to our advice, but anybody that wants to come to one of our classes, we got guns. I can put them in a civilian force arms AR-15 or AK or a Canic or a Glock or whatever the case may be. They can test drive these things, and then at the end of it, they can buy the right stuff for them.
Oh, okay. Speaking of Canic, someone asked a question about that. What about the Canic do you like better than the Glock?
I never said I did.
Okay. Exactly. That's the thing. People always assume things too.
What's wrong with you, Big Gunner?
Well, I mean, here's the thing, and I've done videos about this. It's a pass-fail. And when Glock started making Glocks, they were the only Glocks. But now everybody makes a Glock. SIG makes a Glock. HK makes a Glock. Walther makes a Glock. And so those guns are it's all pass-fail. Either they do what they need to do or they don't. And SIG 320 passes, the Glock passes. XDs fail. Canic passes. HK VP70 or whatever it is, even though I wouldn't buy one of those crap fucking guns, they pass. There's a bunch of them that pass right now. The M&P, the Smith & Wesson M&P. If Smith & Wesson would make a Glock 19 size M&P and quit fucking around, they would own the market.
Hey, James, well, you don't like XDs?
No.
Oh, come on.
I used to have one, and I got a job. No, I don't like them. They're horribly unreliable, and I don't like grip safeties at all. Grip safeties are horrible, and so those two things together make them no go. And the funny thing is, when they were the $210 HS2000 back in the 90s, they were pretty good guns, but Springfield doubled the price and fucked them up.
Wrong and cut. Hey,
you guys know
change your minds on the 1911s.
What's that?
The 1911s. Come on now.
What's the question?
what's the gauge on your feelings about them?
I mean, like if I needed, something to keep a boat from floating away or something like that,
Hey, you can throw it. You don't got to shoot it.
I'll never carry a 1911. Like, I mean, let's pretend that they actually were as reliable as any modern design of pistol. I still wouldn't carry one. It's too heavy. It doesn't hold many bullets. No thanks.
Right on. Ernest, did you have a question too? It looked like you were about to say something a second ago.
No, I was just gonna say M&P is Jonas' favorite handgun.
Yeah, M&P is good to go, man.
No, they're ugly, man. They're hideous. I've never seen such a Smith & Wesson should be. The only Smith & Wesson I carry is a revolver. I don't do the M&Ps.
He loves it.
I'm a big gun.
Don't let him fool you. Don't let him fool you guys. He loves that M&P.
Dude, that's a sissy gun to shield. Jeez.
He's probably got one on him right now.
Hell no. I carry a SIG P938.
Here's all I know is that I've invited you guys to come to class, and where are they at? They're not there. Hey. I don't know. You're up there talking smack, but you're not coming down to class.
Hey, somebody's got to build a gun, James.
That's true.
Yeah, James, these guys got to stay at the shop, man.
Yeah. That way they can talk about how great a shot they are.
Exactly. Hey.
I saw one of the questions we had out there too is how long, James, did it take you to do the curriculum for fighting pistol?
I've been working on it about 25 years.
Wow. Life, huh?
Yeah. like that's the best deal in the fucking industry, I guarantee you, because for $500, $500, you're getting literally fighting pistol is my life's work. You're getting the best. Every molecule of that class is what I have found to be the best out of everything in the world. And go look at my training resume and see everywhere I've trained, all the people I've trained with, everything I've done, everywhere I've been. And I'm telling you, I'll put that 2-day curriculum up against anybody, anywhere, anytime, anything.
So speaking of all that experience, what are some of the classes and training sessions that stand out most to you from your history that you can like say, hey, that was kind of cool or something?
Man, there's a bunch of stuff. It's mostly about people more than actually the class, because I've trained with what I consider to be the godfathers, like Clint Smith and Ken Hackathorn and John Farnham, and those guys. They do wonderful stuff, and I can't say enough positive things about those guys. And like Ken Hackathorn invented downrange drills and stuff like that. And it's funny because I get beat up for it all the time, but he's the guy that invented that stuff, but nobody shit talks him. But Clint Smith, you can't overlook that dude. He's a master. He's been teaching 40 years. And John Farnham also been teaching 40 years. Like, people should go train with those guys. And I'm not trying to be insensitive, but they're old. They're Vietnam vets. They're old. They're going to die. Go train with those guys.
Okay. Another thing I had here was Pierre Joseph Camel.
No, nothing. I don't want
nothing from him.
If his girlfriend's got a question, I'll answer her question. But I don't want to answer anything from him.
Okay, we'll skip it then. Sorry,
I'm just kidding.
No, he's
just being an asshole. What does he want?
He said in recent classes that you've taken, James, did you pick up anything new?
No. Yes, I always pick up stuff, man.
I can relate.
Like when I first started training, I was trying to learn how to shoot, and then I was like trying to learn how to teach people how to shoot, and then I was trying to learn how to run a business, teaching people how to shoot, and now I'm just full cycle. I'm just back to shooting now, and I learn something all the time. Like sometimes it's a word or a phrase, or how did he articulate this one thing that how did he use those words to describe that? It's down to the minutia now, but recently I took the Vickers Hackathorn class, 1911s in there, mostly that I don't like them, and no, I'm just kidding. And but I learn stuff all the time.
Okay. Question 2 here was
I would like to elaborate one little bit more.
Sure.
A lot of people I've worked with over the years, military and police instructors and such, they think that becoming an instructor is a destination, that they have arrived at some place, and it's not. It's the beginning of the next phase. And anybody that's a serious instructor is the most serious as a student.
Excellent. The question here was to ask you that. Sorry, screen's moving around.
There's other people. There's other people here that might have answers for stuff.
Exactly. There's people out here just want to talk to you, apparently. So
hey,
man, ask the black guy.
Yeah, I thought we had the discussion. It was caramel.
Those too, man.
I thought you said caramel earlier.
We never carry High Points and Caltex.
That's funny. Would Yeager train Keanu Reeves for John Wick 3?
What was that?
Would you train Keanu Reeves for John Wick 3?
Oh, he's already been trained.
That dude's badass.
Yeah.
I got respect for Keanu. At first, I'm like, yeah, he's another Hollywood prick. But the dude is solid.
Yeah, you still watch those videos.
Future CFA rifle in one of his movies.
That would be sweet.
Yeah, he's a badass gunner.
Awesome. Yeah, they've been some pretty impressive videos recently. It gives you a little more respect for him as an actor to actually see that. All the training he does beforehand.
Those videos you see are Tran Butler, and
Correct.
he's a trainer. He trains a lot of Hollywood types, and he's a 3-gun shooter. And even though he's a 3-gun shooter, he's still a real good guy, and he does a good job training those actors.
Right on. CZ75. Anyone have any thoughts on the CZ75?
I got one. Never shot it.
Okay. Why do you say that, James?
Because they're a piece of shit.
Okay. There's not much more to say than that, I guess.
Well, no, hey, Rick, Big Gunner, they're all based off of the Israelis make them. A lot of people don't know that. IWI's got one. Magnum Research got one. Hell, we've almost had one. We were going to take that and kind of, we called it the Enforcer, but it was based off of the same design. It's kind of, I call it Israeli half-ass Glock.
I thought they were all Glocks.
They were state of the art in 1980.
Okay.
To me, it's a Beretta Browning high power combo.
Nah, I got a personal vendetta against CZ. I won't buy one.
Oh yeah, hey, tell them why.
Tell us.
I don't want to get you guys in trouble with the.
We got a letter from their attorneys. I don't know if you heard of this, James. So.
Oh yeah.
So
some little desert creature or something.
These guys are a joke, man. I didn't know you could trademark the term scorpion. A creature,
man.
Yeah, it's a fucking foreigner company operating in the United States. I'm gonna vent. Yeah, we get some bullshit letter. We sent it to our attorney. He goes, "Look, guys, these guys got deep pockets. Do you really want to fight them?" I'm like, we named our AR-15, which is our best seller. It was known as the Scorpion 15. Now it's known as a Warrior 15. But yeah, they sent us a letter. You would think the firearm industry, even though we're in a competitive environment, but the fact that we got their attention, I guess we must have been doing something right. So they sent us a bullshit letter. You either get rid of the name or, face us in court. And being
you should have named it the Fuck Scorpion 15.
We might release it at SHOT Show.
Yeah, this guy's make some variation.
I'm gonna get some Fuck CZ shirts printed and wear them at SHOT Show.
There you go.
Hey.
Speaking of which, I know everybody's gearing up for SHOT Show. I'm gonna be there as well. So
yeah. I'm already scheduling appointments and dinner plans and shit.
Hey James, you gotta invite the black guys to the cool parties you go to. I mean, you got.
No, I'm sorry. They're very exclusive. They won't even let me in. I'll holler at you guys when I find out some evening entertainment stuff.
Yeah, you won't. I'm sure you won't.
Bullshit, man.
We'll hear about it after the fact.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Just FYI, our booth size doubled this year at SHOT Show. We do have range day.
So you're gonna have a 5x5 this year?
No. Hey,
it's
dude,
a cubicle.
that's like the biggest money. I wish I was at NSSF. That's a money. Those fucking assholes.
Yeah.
I shouldn't bash them, but
You're paying for the
we got a 10x20 booth this year.
Cool, man. You got a couch?
Do we earn this? I don't know.
That's Ernest's department.
Hey, maybe we need to get
nap.
a couch.
I need somewhere to nap.
But hey, James, before I forget, so Pete Negro is the owner of the Ranger 355. It is probably, Pete, you're going to hate me for saying this, is one of the most state-of-the-art indoor ranges in the state of Illinois. He just opened it up you're going on about a year, Pete?
Yeah, 8 or 9 months. But
Yeah,
and I won't hate you for saying it. Keep going.
He's become one of our biggest dealers. He probably moves, he moves a crap load of CFA ARs. Can't keep,
Awesome.
Yeah, and I've actually been following that range since it was basically an empty lot, which is a lot of fun to kind of see it.
That was your first YouTube video, right?
It was one of my very first. I think it was my first YouTube interview, technically. Yeah, and we've just been following it all along for that year, and it was awesome to see construction from like I said, an empty bare lot to what it is today, and it's just awesome.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very cool.
Definitely.
Very cool.
So let's see. We got any other questions out here? Has CFA noticed an increase in sales to California recently with their lame laws getting even worse soon?
Yeah, it's picking up.
Yeah. What's the new law that you gotta feed it from the top? God help. It's a beautiful state, but like flying to Europe or Afghanistan or Iraq. As far as but I'm not a fan of California. I'm lost for words.
No worries. So, and speaking of California, by the way, our friends over at AR15extreme.com, Extreme Precision, they are making these takedown pins. I actually have them here. I don't know if you can see it on my camera. These extended takedown pins, and right back here, so you can grab onto them easier, both the front and rear. The reason why they're making them, well, besides the fact they're just easier to pull onto, one of the things they were saying was for California being where they're at, they're going to sell just the rear ones because these people need to be able to pop open the rear pin to load their mags from the top of the receiver because the mag is going to be somehow permanently fitted to the receiver. So that's screwed up. And James is putting his hand over his face, and I know it. It's retarded.
Hey, I mean, the bullet button makes it, do it full auto.
Full auto.
Loading it from the top is going to even make it more full auto.
I think it's like, I don't think full auto means the same to you as it does to some other people.
Yeah, I know, but it's
no, I get it.
It's a great state. I got a lot of military buddies that live out there. I'm not going to knock the state. There's a lot of pro guns, but the liberals have found a way to kind of take over. And
I'm laughing at this question too. James, has anyone ever taken a class of yours with a high point?
I think we've had one, but I'll tell you what, they run better than Kel-Tec.
Oh,
ooh, snap!
I would literally rather have a high point carbine than a Kel-Tec.
Wow, that's
I heard that their pistols and carbines are night and day, though. That the carbines ain't bad rifles.
So my question.
You didn't hear that from me.
I'm not a Kel-Tec guy, but why
I'm
is
talking high point
Kel-Tec? Like if you get on the distributors, they're always allocating a back order. They suck so much. Why do people buy it?
What's the question?
Yeah, what was the question?
Oh, my question is with Kel-Tec, if you get on, on some of these distributors and gun stores, they're always allocating. It's hard to find them. Why is that? They suck.
So they're a defense contractor. They're making other stuff. They make guns on their coffee breaks.
That's an excellent answer, maybe. But I see what you're saying. It's totally about if they're hard to find. How is it that they're that bad? But I don't know. Maybe that's the answer to it.
I've asked them at a SHOT Show. They're saying, "Oh yeah, you can always order a gun from us. Just
Are you doing any classes anywhere, like beyond Tennessee and Arizona this year or 2017? This coming year?
We will be doing classes in Pennsylvania, Florida, and Texas. We might add one more location to that, but we used to train at 50 places. Now we train at 3 places, and probably next year it'll be 2 places, and then eventually I'll just stay in Tennessee.
Right, and I've asked
because I hate everybody.
James, you need to do a class in Chicago.
No, he already. When I asked about Illinois, he made this face like he ate a lemon.
No, Chicago is the test.
Hey, maybe you can teach some of these game bangers how to shoot straight, hit their targets
with their high point.
Gangbangers usually have nicer guns than high points because they steal them out of people's cars. Quit leaving guns in your fucking cars.
Yeah, and I imagine that's probably because it's such a very expensive pistol. You know, people would risk leaving it in a vehicle, but the
vehicle's a very expensive holster.
Right. Well, speaking of which, what are your thoughts on when you're carrying, you have to leave your pistol or your firearm in your vehicle?
Stop right there. Stop right there. When the fuck do I do that?
Well, what if you have more than one firearm?
What?
Like, what if you have more than one firearm? Like, you're going to carry one with you?
Are you speaking English? What are you talking about me leaving a gun in my car? Is that what kind of nonsense is that? Who the fuck does that?
Yeah.
Well, some people do. If they're traveling, some people, I think,
They
do
should
that.
stop. They should stop
Just
that.
don't do it. So your take is don't do it at all.
Yeah.
So, wait. So, James, if you got a rifle, you know, and you got to go to the post office, you're not supposed to conceal carry in the post office. I don't, for the record. You got
I know. Yeah.
Got him.
But that's a valid point. If you're traveling with a rifle and you have to make a stop somewhere, you're not going to be able to carry that rifle in with you necessarily to wherever it is you're going.
On my YouTube channel, I have got some videos about how to anti-theft ideas for your vehicle.
So what is your top rated one for that? I didn't watch the video, so
the top rated method.
Besides not doing it,
I don't understand the question. The top rated method for storing a gun in your car?
yes.
A truck vault. It's about $3,000.
Okay. Excellent.
No, nobody want to fucking hear that, did they?
Hey.
They was out of the fucking post office and they want to fucking. I say $3,000. They're like, fuck. Let's talk about something else.
Exactly. We all just got quiet.
Everybody was doing the math in their heads about what kind of guns they could buy.
Yeah, no kidding. No, I've seen that. If you've got like the room for it in a truck bed or something, right? Or is there something that you fit inside? I don't know.
You can get a vault that fits in the console of your truck or your car. That depends on your vehicle, but there's all kinds of people that make all kinds of different vaults. But
Gotcha.
like I said, on my video, you can get a piece of fucking chain and a padlock and take the gun, unload your gun, take the mag out, run a chain through it, and chain it around your damn the post in your car seat. You know, that would at least keep some smash and grab guy from taking your gun.
Right. That's a good point. If you absolutely have to do that or feel the need to.
Right.
Interesting stuff.
I wonder how many people have been killed because their gun was in their car.
Yeah, I wonder. That's a good point. Looking at these
People are always like, but if I get caught with a gun, I'll lose my job. And I always go, what if you get caught without it?
Good point.
Sorry, I'm just reading some of these comments to see if any of them actually are, something we want to mention or not.
Probably not.
Yeah, that's sometimes not the case.
You scared everybody with $3,000, Jay.
Yeah, pretty much. You start thinking about that. It's like, damn. But you know what?
People are thinking about, how many high points I can buy with that?
Yeah, I don't have to smash and grab them. But, basically, yeah, I mean, that's a good thing to consider for sure. I mean, the cost of it is a lot, but the cost of getting your gun stolen is worse.
I got a question for James. What do you think of the Sky, the little, I call them the jewelry pistols, with the different colors, the rainbow, the Skittles. What do you think of those?
Dude, I've touched one time, but I don't know anything about those guns. Nobody's ever brought one to class. I've never shot one. They look a lot like a Kel-Tec.
Agreed.
Hey, but they have like a lifetime warranty, right?
I didn't get that.
He says, "Oh, lifetime warranty."
They have a lifetime warranty, and they're only
$2
They may be cheaper than a High Point.
Yeah, like that's about as useless as a parachute with a lifetime warranty.
You only need it once. So here's a question too we can ask. What was everyone's first firearm on our panel here today? We'll start with Ernest.
Glock 19.
And how long ago did you buy that? Any firearm?
My first firearm was a 20 gauge shotgun. My father gave it to me.
That's my answer. You stole it. James, what about you?
Marlin Model 60, 22.
Okay. And Pete?
A little H&R 9-shot 22 pistol, snub nose.
Okay. And Jonas, what about you?
Got out of the military in 2005. I call the poor man's M9, Bursa 9.
Okay.
Thunder.
Still have it, Jonas?
Hey, that's my favorite. I got guns that cost probably 10 times more than that, but that is my favorite pistol. I would never sell that pistol. Somebody asked me, you can offer me 10 grand. I would not get rid of it. Sentimental value.
Well, I'm with Ernest. I had a 20 gauge. Actually, I still have it. Sears 1960 Sears 20 gauge model 200. You know, back in the good old days when that kind of stuff was still being sold at Sears. You know.
Well, hey, go back when Abercrombie and Fitch in Chicago sold guns.
What?
What? Never heard that.
Yeah.
Abercrombie and Fitch, like the clothing?
They reinvented themselves. You know, they were, you know, our grandfather's company sold guns in Chicago. Now they're obviously different.
That's a big difference.
Oh yeah.
I heard people actually Ace Hardware. People were able to go and buy rifles, shotguns.
You still can in the South at a lot.
I heard that.
Down south.
Wow.
Yeah, in some places, I was hearing that story recently in the past couple of years. Someone said, yeah, I went in there, bought a gun, walked out, you know, with the pistol, put pants, took it out, you know, whatever. Like, 'cause they didn't have a holster with them or whatever, and carried it out that way. I'm like, wow, it's a little different up here in Illinois.
No.
That's real.
Down south. We got Kmart's and Walmart's that sell guns out.
Some of their Ace stores have ammo too, apparently. Well, if they're selling guns, I would kind of think so. Maybe it means that some of these locations sell ammo but don't have guns necessarily. Which is actually true. There's a lot of other little hardware stores I've noticed. Even in Illinois, there's a few further south that do also do that. I mean, even our Walmarts here, some further south sell guns. The ones up north or close to the city don't. Kind of how that was. So, James, do you get recognized by people that have seen you in the Daylight's End or Daylight's End?
It's funny because I've been on TV and you know a dozen times and now in this movie, and nobody ever recognizes me from that. It's always YouTube, always, and it's always like at some truck stop in the middle of the desert in Arizona, and a guy will go, "Man, I never thought I'd meet you here," and I said, "Who the hell would you think you're going to meet?"
That's funny. So what else have you been on besides that movie? I know
I mean, on my YouTube channel, I got a few clips of stuff, but One Man Army and MSNBC Rise of the AR-15 and the Barrett documentary about snipers and fucking National Geographic Guns for Hire and I don't know, other stuff.
Yeah, we got to get to Operation Butthurt, James.
I'm in. I told you I'm in.
What was that, Jonas? What was it called? What is it? Operation Butthurt?
Dude, it's one of the best YouTube videos out there, man. It's funny. We get a lot of shit. It's a good way. We do it to promote. I mean, we're not actors, but for a low budget 5-6 minute video, it's My mom thinks it's cool, and she's.
So wait, I've seen some of your videos you have up there. Which one is this one you're talking about? What's the content of it?
There's two. Well, there's Operation Butthurt the same year as Operation Butthurt. We just did about a couple months ago. Chokehold. Come on, Big Gun, you gotta get in tune, man.
You know what? Honestly, that's the thing. I've been so busy lately that I have not been watching as much YouTube as I used to. So I've been making YouTube videos and working a full-time job on top of it. So I haven't had much time to watch as much as I used to. I gotta catch up.
That's what's funny. People ask me all the time. They're like, "What YouTube channels do you watch?" And I go, "I don't watch any of them.
No, you're making them.
None of them." Like if Jonas doesn't send me a link, I don't watch his shit either.
I know it kind of hurt my feelings when I said, "Hey, I'm sending this link." He's a busy guy.
Hey, at least he's honest.
Hey,
Yeah, it's true.
No doubt.
I'm looking at some of these, just these comments. People are just going back and forth, which is cool to see them talking on these things, both on YouTube and on gunchannels.com/BigGunner81. We have a live chat going there also. Pocket or ankle holster, or pocket or ankle when waistband is not an option?
Galco ankle glove, and who was it that brought it up here?
9x19 millimeter?
Yeah, 9x19 brought it up. That's, in my opinion, I've chased people with that sucker on my ankle. It's the best.
Yeah, I agree.
That's pretty cool.
And why is he wearing girls' pants that don't have a belt?
Maybe it's not a he. Maybe it's a girl. You never know.
You're right. You said he. I'm just going by what you said.
You're right. I may have misspoke. I don't know. It could be a transgender issue.
I'm sure it's a chick. 9x19. I'm totally a chick. I'm sure.
Right.
yeah, I'm gonna report you to Obama. I got a phone conference call with him this evening.
He'll be like, I already heard about that guy.
Oh, here's the point. I just don't know how you all do the ankle. I drive stick all day, and it drives me nuts.
Yeah, the ankle glove's comfortable, though. You get used to it after a while.
Yeah, that dude bought a shitty holster.
So wait, what kind of gun would you carry on your ankle? We're talking about like a special revolver, or
I've had everything from a Model 36 to a Glock 27.
was that a Glock 42, James?
No, no goddamn Glock 42.
The fuck you pulling up now?
It's a 26, dog.
Okay. I'm a SIG guy, man. I do got Glocks. I will
Right
say.
on.
Did you say sick?
SIG.
P938.
Sick?
All
Sick?
day.
Yeah, see, I like the SIGs a lot too, but I just started carrying the Glock 19 myself, and that's been my everyday gun. But my other option is my SIG P226. I like it.
That is a good gun. Might be my winter gun with all the coats here in Chicago.
Yeah, exactly. I would carry it, but the size of it, everything, the Glock 19 just fits better for me personally. And James is shaking his head. What are your thoughts there?
What the fuck is a winter gun? I don't even know what that means.
Oh, man.
Because you don't have winter down where you're at.
So, James, let me enlighten you, my friend. So, in Chicago or in the state of Illinois, where it's cold all around, you got to have a winter gun. So,
Like for when the bears come?
Shit, you just carry a bigger gun because you can conceal it easier. You got all kinds of coat. Put on your big ass, North Face or your big ass coat, and carry Glock 17.
I didn't know FUBU made coats that big.
Hey, I asked for you.
Is FUBU even still around anymore?
I carry a Uzi under my FUBU.
Oh man, I can't even tell you about my Uzi story.
I said North Face, man. I like North Face, man. Black folks coming up, man.
Damn.
Nice.
Oh man.
So let me ask you this, James. What do you think of the SIG P938?
Which one is that?
Is that the smallest one? Like isn't it like a 380 or something?
No, hell no.
It's a 9?
P3. Yeah, this is a 938. It's a 9.
Oh, wait a minute. The one that looks like a 1911?
Oh, God bless it. I knew you would say that, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's very reliable, very accurate. Appendix carry because you know you get cock the hammer, you don't shoot your boss off.
Awesome. Yeah. How many rounds does it hold? Like none?
7. I got extended bag.
It holds 6 plus 1, right?
No, 7. If you get the extended bag, you can hold 7 plus 1.
This is why I like my Glock.
Your block?
Well,
My block gun.
That gun probably weighs as much as a Glock.
That's true.
No, it's actually a pretty lightweight gun.
No, it's not.
I have held one of those before, and it's kind of weighty for a little gun.
I got a bunch of haters, man.
I didn't say I hated it.
No,
I'm just glad it don't have pearl grips on it.
Hey, Jonas, Pierre wants to know: do you have Uggs with that North Face?
No, man. I wear my lugs with
Uggs.
Windbreakers.
Yeah, the chat going on over there is pretty good.
Actually, I can conceal a gun under my black Russian hat.
That's right. We haven't used that term tonight, have we?
Oh yeah, I'm growing a fro too, so I can put a little 38.
You gonna do like a kid and play or something?
Oh yeah, man. Hey, ever since the NBA basketball players started growing their hair out, I gotta follow the trend.
Oh, 9x19 said that. Sorry, I should have clarified before the tranny jokes came flying. Pocket or ankle when you can't carry a gun on your belt, a man's belt. Okay, well, too late for that. I don't know.
Oh man.
We always have fun on this show talking about gun stuff and whatnot. Yeah, it's just a lot to keep up with all the comments that keep flowing around here and sorting through them, see which ones we want to talk about. But it's kind of ironic. We get James on the show, and I get people saying, "Hey, you need any more people on the show?" They all want to be on here and hang out with you, apparently.
Oh, it's not me. It's Jonas.
Well, that might be true, actually. Jonas does draw a crowd, too.
No, I don't know about that.
Especially with that hat.
Yeah, that's the thing. You're not wearing the Black Russian hat tonight.
It's freaking hot in this house, man. My wife got the heat turned on. I got a pregnant wife that's still here, so I gotta please her in every ways.
That's why you're locked in the room by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. So what's with the Home Depot boxes in the background? Is that like incognito, like 1911 frames or something?
Dude, I got all kinds. No, we just so I just moved in here. Been this house, had my house built. Been here for a month, so we're still unpacking.
Dude, what's up with the sandbags?
Hey, a friend told me after the election, buy guns, bullets, and sandbags.
I thought James said something about beans, bullets, and bullion or something.
Band-Aids.
Band-Aids?
He's like bullion.
Bullion.
Like for the beans or like gold bullion?
Gold. Like, was it like beans and gold and
I've never told anybody to buy gold because whatever you would buy with that gold is cheaper right now. So just buy that right now.
Okay. I vaguely remember something in the clip about buying some shit to stock up, basically. And it's been a long time since I watched it.
Beans, bullets, and Band-Aids.
Got it. Speaking of which, that's something you don't see a lot or as enough of, I think, when it comes to any type of shooting that we do, whether it's like competition or if it's tactical type shooting is the first aid type stuff. You see some of it here and there on YouTube, but you don't see a lot of like as many classes offered for it, and people don't push it enough, I think.
Well, it's not sexy, so people don't take the classes, but we've been a huge proponent of medical training. Just about every class we teach touches on medical in some way, and we have full-blown medical classes, but they're not sexy, they're not glamorous. You can't see most of the people that come to a class want to show off their gear and shit, so there's not really much showing off a pair of scissors, so but we've been a huge proponent of the medical stuff for years.
Yeah, most important part of an operation is a medical plan. Well, a very important part, I should say.
Speaking of which,
Most important is not incorrect. I mean, you know.
So Pete, are you going to possibly have any classes like that at the range too? It's something I think good, you know, for just someone coming out to the range just to practice. I mean, to know a little bit about that kind of stuff, you know.
Yeah, and we're bringing our friend Larry Lindeman as our full-time training coordinator here in the next few weeks or month. So he's got a lot of ideas. He's a, you know, serious martial artist, and he was on SWAT with us at the ISP.
Awesome.
So he's going to be in charge of bringing all that in.
I think that'd be a good class to try to get more people involved into for sure in this area, because we don't see much of it, you know. By the way, speaking of the range, I know we're getting close to an hour. We got a few more minutes left, but coming up on Friday, we're having a match, right?
Yep, little 2-gun, probably 4 stages. We're in the midst of planning it right now. Starting somewhere around 5:36, probably run till 9:30, 10. Still planning a few items yet.
What about for people like me that might be a little bit late to that because of their job?
Yeah, we'll put you at the back of the stick, man.
Okay. I mean, I'm fine with that as long as I can get in to do some shooting. I'm happy, you know.
Yeah, you'll be all right.
Cool. Good deal. Speaking of which, James, I know this might be a loaded question to ask too. What is your thought on the whole thing with competition shooting and tactical shooting type stuff?
As long as it's, you know, as long as people understand that it's not training and it's for skill development, I think it's fantastic. I think it's wonderful. I cut my teeth shooting USPSA back in the early 90s. But there are people that think that it's a replacement for training, and it's not. And then also there are people that think that they're going to add tactical problems to it. For instance, one of my big pet peeves is when they put you under a timer and then have you pie a corner. It's the stupidest thing ever, because there are two ways to clear a building, either stealth or dynamic. If time is of the essence, it's dynamic, so you go fast. And so when it's people that don't understand how those things work that start a shot timer and then have you do something slow and methodical, because that's just not the way it works. But other than that, as long as it's guys that are just like shooting and they're not trying to add their tactical bullshit to it, it's a fantastic tool. Or if you got somebody like obviously those guys are that understand that the dynamics of actually shooting and being shot at, it's probably going to be an awesome event.
Cool.
And James, we always told our guys slow down more than anything else. You know, guys trying to do room clearing tend to go too quick and move faster than they can shoot accurately.
Yep. And I tell the guys all the time, I ask them, I said, do you know how much time you have to clear a building? And they say, how much? And I say, the rest of your life.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Very cool. So, Jonas, you got anything coming up here new? Products or events?
We're going to release, well, not possibly, 2 rifles. Nothing crazy. One of our hot sellers within the Xena lineup is going to get a facelift, and the Warrior, kind of being our mid-range, is going to get a facelift.
You can't tell them too much, man.
Yeah, it's just.
Is there going to be a scorpion on it anywhere?
Yeah, I'm gonna piss off CZ.
Put a laser engraved scorpion on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the scorpion logo on it. No, it's you know, we've come a long way. We've learned a lot of things. So if you guys keep up with us, we've kind of dwindled down or downsized our product lineup to what's selling right now. So we went from, at one point we had like 20 different ARs. Like we're down to under 10, and our dealers like that. We're growing. I mean, we're a small company, but we throw a big punch. 7 big distributors, 300 plus dealers counting. So
that's awesome.
Don't count the Black Russian out. So me and Aaron has been busy.
Never.
We're focusing on quality right now with mass production happening. There's shitty parts out there, and we're doing our best to kind of put out more rifles, but maintain the same quality.
Rick, you haven't seen the Hunter edition of the Xena that We just picked up a couple from the guys. They're pretty cool. Getting a lot of looks right now.
Was that right about that, Pete?
The Hunter edition?
Yeah.
So what's like kind of specific about it that like stands out?
So we got a guy out of Florida. He's actually at was born and raised in Illinois. Good kid. Worked for can't think of the big gun. Well, was it Weatherby, Ernest?
Weatherby, yep.
Yeah, good kid, smart kid. Drew Phelan Precisions. He Cerakotes. He's also a gunsmith.
Cool.
He's out of outside of Orlando. He does all of our Cerakoting. So I said, hey, dude, we need a new design of pattern, something like a multi. I can't just go crazy with it. And he's like, well, tell me what. And I said, you're smart. You know what you're doing. Long story short, we came out with the Hunter edition. What the hell is that?
Was Ernest blowing his nose possibly? He left his mic on.
Man,
it's a cool pattern. I mean, you can go on our website and check it out. We call it the Hunter edition. And I mean, it truly is an art of work. So Drew, if you're watching, kudos. And Pete buys a lot of guns from us. And I said, hey, dude, this sells. It's a little bit pricey, but this sells. How long did it last? A day or two?
The first one, I'm not sure. It went pretty quick. And you know what? People like things with a little bit of variety. The FDE is selling. A lot of your Cerakoted rifles are selling as soon as they go up. The civilian force arms area on our wall is often halfway empty.
Hey, speaking of rifles, too, and some of the cool stuff. I've got this here. I'm going to be doing a video on it pretty soon, but this rifle is the Massachusetts rifle for the 50 States of AR-15 project. And one of the coolest things about this that I really, really like, and there's a lot of cool features, is the carbon fiber handguard from Troy Industries.
Nice.
Have you gotten that hot yet, Rick?
I have not. I haven't even shot this yet, honestly, because I have to make ammo for it. This particular barrel from Criterion Barrels in Wisconsin, of course, doesn't fit the Massachusetts, but I didn't find a barrel manufacturer yet for Massachusetts, so we use theirs. This barrel happens to be a 6mm Yeager. It's an oddball, weird cartridge that's more for like high power type shooting. So this is more of a precision build, if you want to call it that. And we're looking forward to playing with that pretty soon. So I got to make up some ammo for it since nobody makes it. You can get Hornady brass and Hornady, die set for it, but it's pretty much just like could be used for long range type stuff with the small bore, so to speak. But yeah, carbon fiber seems to be a popular thing right now, coming up more. You're seeing it a little bit more in other companies. I know our friends over at Faxon Firearms, they have a carbon fiber handguard as well. We kind of checked that out over at SHOT Show this last year, or this year, I guess, technically. It's a lot of cool little things we're learning about doing the 50 States of AR-15 project from all across the country. Just the people are amazing in this industry, and the products are awesome. There's a lot of cool stuff that's going on.
I'd love to see what happens when that gets hot. Sorry, James.
No, my apologies. Just a shout out for the Faxon guys. That's a great bunch of guys over there. I mean, the barrels are great, but like they're good dudes too. And I always like to make sure that people know that I'd rather buy stuff from good dudes, and I just want anybody that's might be putting a rifle together. Faxon, they're good dudes, and they did kind of get on my nerves at, I think it was NRA, because I had like a little bottle of alcohol on my pack. I always clean my hands, and they asked me if I was a germaphobe, and I'm like, no. And then they all got sick, and so Faxon Firearms, you'll pay attention next time.
Yeah, but they seem like pretty good people.
They are. They're good. They're good guys. I really like them, and I love their barrels. I mean, they're awesome.
Yeah, you're actually going to see their barrels in this video, in the video series coming up soon too. When I get to their state to work on that one, it's in the queue coming up in the next few states I'm working on. This is a long-term project. I'm estimating at least 5 years to complete it, trying to do one rifle a month at least. The whole idea of it is to build a rifle with as many parts as possible from the home state. It's going to be very challenging. It's going to be searching out companies that people don't even know exist. Like people say Hawaii. What are you going to find in Hawaii? I did find a company there. I'm still working on that. Alaska, another one that's challenging, but I found some companies there. And we're hammering away at it, trying to do our best to come up with all these little companies and share their stories and their products and build rifles to kind of show off all awesome manufacturing that we have in this whole country. You know, so a lot of great people. But I guess we'll kind of wrap things up here. If anyone else has some last thoughts, we'll go with Ernest. You got anything you want to throw out?
I got nothing, man. I'm over here fighting back boogers right now.
You sound all stuffed up, so no worries. James, you got anything you want to say?
Yeah, just one thing. First off, the civilian force guys, force arms guys, I bust their balls a lot. They're good dudes, and like I said, people want to know they're buying stuff from good people, and those are good dudes. And I don't know if anybody else noticed this, but they're black, and but I love seeing these guys in the industry. It's awesome, but they're good dudes. I mean, they're dudes you'd hang out with, so that's important. And then somebody asked me why I gave my grandson a civilian force arms rifle, and that's how much I think of that rifle, is that I gave it to my grandson because he's going to shoot that his entire life, and I gave him a gun that I see him shooting from now on, and I couldn't have done that with just any gun. And it's an excellently made gun. But they're good dudes, they are, and I know I bust their balls and stuff, but man, I really like them. And like I said, people want to buy stuff from people that are legit, and those dudes are legit. Just, they're awesome dudes.
Cool. And Pete, you have anything else you want to mention?
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Love these guys. Proud to be partners with them. And I just want to know, we started before the show. Is it caramel or caramel? Could we vote on that?
Mocha.
Yeah.
Mocha.
Butter pecan.
Are you from Georgia?
Pecan.
Light roasted chocolate.
Oh man. So you want to see anything else you want to throw out too?
Hey, want to thank you, Big Gunner. Want to thank Ernest, my business partner, my good, call him best friend. Want to thank Pete. He's been a big support. And James, James, when I knew James was gonna say yes when I asked him, but can I say this? He's a good dude. First time we met him at SHOT Show in person, first I'm like, maybe he is an asshole. When I met him, he's no offense. I was like, dude, this dude's nice, because people ask me, like, so how was James in person? I'm like, the dude's actually, he's legit. Like, he doesn't come off as this big ego, he's a big shot in the industry, but he's humble. That's the first thing I said. So when I asked him, I said, hey, I got a buddy who's got a podcast, and, I'm a big fan of what Big Gunner does, and I said, would you like to be a part of this? He didn't hesitate, so that says a lot about him, about his character, and I respect that. And he's been a big supporter of CFA, and he's helped us out tremendously, along with Pete Negro and the range at 355. I think you're probably the biggest dealer we have. There's another dealer right behind you, Pete.
I'm feeling him.
We should all get together. We should all get together at Pete's Range sometime. Do something.
Yeah,
let's do it, guys.
Let's set it up, because definitely I'm 5 minutes away, so can do some filming.
And I'm staying with you.
Sure. There you go. If you want to? Hey, we got James Yeager in the house. Nice. So
dude, that would be a video of itself.
Yeah, a day in the life of BigGunner81 and James Yeager, huh?
Nice.
Tactical breakfast.
No, you thought I said bring me a lot of eggs and a lot of bacon. What I said was bring me all the eggs and all of the bacon.
Nice. Gotta crack it up. But yeah, I appreciate you guys, all of you, been on tonight with us, and everyone out there who's watching, especially, because without you guys watching, doing these videos we put together here on YouTube, we would just be talking to our cameras and stuff, and that'd be really weird. So I'm glad that you're all out there watching, and I appreciate that, and I appreciate the support from all of you on the show tonight. And yeah, we have some good, cool things coming down the way, and more to come. So, stay tuned, and thank you again. And until next time, go out and have some fun shooting. And James, you want to throw out your one-liner too?
Nope.
No? Your classic one-liner? No? That's it. This show's over. Night, everybody.
See you, boys.